Alright guys, so welcome to another video. Today we have this whole setup of hardware in the frame basically, and we're going to be building my new PC based on the X299 platform right there with an i9 10980XE, which I got for very cheap. That's why I chose this build. The case is an NZXT H7 Flow. I've got a monitor which is actually installed, so I'll show it right now. Just let me pan the camera. So yeah, this is the monitor. I still have the peels, just to peel it on camera because I want to see it. So this one I got at a bargain, so it was basically sent back. It was from the refurbished store, basically. And it was half the price, so yeah. I mean, why not? It's an old model. I think this came out in 2019. But yeah, I mean, the back looks very cool. I'm not going to show it now. I'll just take a picture or like tag in the model number later on, then you can see it yourself. So let's pan back to the rest of the hardware and we'll see what we can do there. So we've got the 1080 Ti, which is part of this upgrade actually. It was not part of that the other PC, which that was the PC for last year. So this PC, with the i9 10980XE right there, is going to be the last yearly annual upgrade, if you say so. So yeah, the 1080 Ti was actually for this upgrade. Actually, this PC I plan to get another GPU for, if I get the money for it, if I have the budget allocated for it. But yeah, it's basically, that's why I have a 1000-watt power supply right there. This GPU, it's pretty cool. I mean, you don't really need a lot more than this in 2024, I'd say. At least if you're not running RTX, which is pretty cool. This thing I got for like $100, I think. Yeah, $100 basically. It's a Gigabyte OC model right there. I think it looks cool. I'll maybe get a black backplate for it, just to cover up the nonsense right there. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. So yeah, there's not a lot of issues with it. It was basically not used, and it was basically the card of the seller. It's a shop basically where I go to and buy old hardware. It was his old card which he sold to me, and he also included like 2 or 3 replaceable fans, but none of them have failed. None of them make sound like some I don't know, sounds that just break your ears, stuff like that. But yeah, whatever. Let's just see what this can do, eh? So yeah, for the cooler, we've got the Noctua NHD15, which I got a new one for because I plan to use the old PC for something else. Let me just show you what's left of the old PC. So guys, this is the old PC right there. We've got the power supply, which is a Thermaltake Smart RGB 700 watt. It's got the NHD15 right there. It's got the X99, sorry, Deluxe, and the i7 6950X, and a bunch of like hard drives. Which this was my first like high capacity drive. It's a 500 gig I got in 2019, and this is a drive I was gifted by my friend. It's a Samsung 250 gig unit from like I think 2008. It's not the best one, but I used to run my Ubuntu install from this one just to test it around, just like I'm doing with Arc, which I'll have a video coming up on that soon. The only thing I don't like about the H7 Flow is that we don't have a included space for a what's it called, a CD/DVD combo drive, which I have installed here, and it's basically one of the essential parts of my systems. But yeah, sadly we don't have that, an option for that. I wanted a free case to come with it, but apparently the local like reseller didn't have anything, so that really satisfied both of those. And there's the Samsung drive right there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool drive. I wanted to get a Blu-ray player, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean, this PC is not used anymore, that's why. yeah, so let's go back to the rest. So basically, as for the motherboard, we've got a X299 Deluxe right there. We've got Aura Sync support, which the monitor also has, and I think you can configure Aura Sync with these. So yeah, and we've got this bonus like King Max memory right there. Maybe, come on, focus on it. No, are you gonna focus or you what? Yeah, there we go. That's the King Max memory right there. It's just 8 gigs, and this is a 32 gigs. I'm kid right there of that. I'll be upgrading to higher capacity and higher frequency RAM shortly. We've got the LTT screwdriver to do all this stuff with, and the Seasonic Focus GX1000 right there, which is a very good power supply, and it's a nice budget option, I'd say. So yeah, let's just get rid of the screen right there, which we don't need because it's just the box. I showed you the monitors already in place, and 240 Hz is absolutely surreal. So yeah, I mean the sticker's right there. You can see that I already removed it. So yeah, let's just get everything out of the way and just start with the motherboard. Alright, so guys, here's the motherboard, which is an X299 Deluxe right there. It's got this layout right there. It's got 3 PCI Express 16X slots, actually 4, which actually all of them are wired to the, except for the last one, I think. Well, whatever. And we've got a what's it called? A 1X slot, actually 2 of them. And 8 DIMMs for RAM. We've got the 2066 socket right there. We've got RGB, which I'm going to disable for sure. And we've got the Lav Dash OLED right there, which is this screen, which actually was really handy for me not to like search for postcodes and stuff like that. So it's just it's a click saver basically. You're not going to click 2 more times just to open up like what's the codes for that? Basically shit. Yeah, forget it basically. It's got the Realtek audio codec. That's the U.2 M.2 board, which I don't think I'm going to use. And Aura Sync, of course, Aura Sync. And we've got the front USB 3.1 ports and the Wi-Fi. Actually, the other board I had didn't come with the Wi-Fi stuff. I mean hardware, the antennas. I mean. So yeah, I had to do something else to get that in. We've got an M.2 heatsink. That means there's an M.2 SSD in it, and Live Dash, which I said is the OLED screen right there in the middle. So yeah, let's just open the box up. And I mean, of course, I've tried it before. I got this thing in November, I think. Yeah, it's been a long time. So this PC has been in the plans since like forever. And for the last like couple of months, I was waiting for mounting hardware for this case. I mean, for the Noctua fan. So yeah, and we've got the motherboard just like so. Let me just remove it out of there. So yeah, so I got this one for very cheap for whatever these things cost for. Like they're usually going to be really high prices. But yeah, I got this one for very cheap, and I'm really excited to see what the CPU can do. So yeah, this is the motherboard. We've got it on the motherboard box, and we're going to install the CPU just in a second. Alright, so I've got the i9 here. This one has some thermal grease on it, but I think like if I tried to clean it off with some alcohol, but for some reason it didn't go off. I mean, not all of it. It's basically right there. If you can have any like suggestions, I'll just show it at a closer perspective. Let me just get it out of here. So yeah, it's got some thermal grease on it. I think if I install the like the other grease and just remove the cooler after 2 months, it's going to come off. But yeah, so I don't think it's going to be that bothering. I mean, it's just a small bits of it. Yeah, so wish me luck on that one. But yeah, I got this for very cheap too, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's just install it into the socket. Oh yeah, it's going to be pretty hard. We're going to have to pull this off. Let me just get the CPU right there. There we go, that's the socket right there. Got to align it with the cross right there, triangle right there. There we go, check if it's in, and close it just like so. And it's going to pop off, recover, just like so, and the cover is off. And we've got the CPU installed right there, which is very cool. And now for the RAM, actually, not the cooler. So we've got DDR4 TridentZ, and I'm going to add an 8GB stick right there as well. All of them will be running at 3200, because these can go up to, I think, 3600, but the slow stick, the one that's not a TridentZ, is going to be the factor that's going to make it slower. Which is pretty bad, but you know what? Just the additional RAM I got for free, hey, why not? There we go, it's one installed. It's a little hard to install these. Actually, I didn't really remove them at all from the other system since I got them. So this is the first time they're out, so it's still kind of a pain to get in. You've got to remember, these Extreme Edition 8 DIMM things. They have the other DIMMs on this side. They have it the opposite way. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to check the orientation of this. All right, time to install thermal paste. There we go. So yeah, according to the manual, I just read it, we're going to have to put the this DIMM into this slot. Just like so. Alright, so guys, it's now time to install the cooler, of which we've got the mounting hardware right there, because apparently it didn't come with it. It's the first time I've ever opened this box, because I do not expect Noctua coolers not to work. That's why. There we go. And we've got the heat sink right there. Just remove it, just like so. Wow, it's very heavy. Here we go. Just like so. There. There's the cooler right there. Now, as we've got this piece of plastic removed from this, it's really reflective, I'd say. We have to get this stuff ready for being installed right there. So yeah. Now we're going to have to install the mounting hardware, which is just a few screws into there, just like so. It's not just screws, it's like double-sided screws. There we go, another one. And the final one right there. It's got to be right there. And we have two of these, which will mount accordingly, like this. Oh crap, my finger touched some thermal paste, got to love that. So yeah, I'll come back just in a second after I get this removed. Actually, you know what, no. We'll just fasten these on, and then I'll go get rid of the elemental paste. So this stuff does not like to get off your hands, basically. Yeah, that's the mounting hardware installed. This is the part exactly like which kept me waiting for a very long time. And yeah, let me just go clean this off and I'll come back. Well guys, just a thing to let you know, never do that. That was pretty hard to get off my hands. It's still on there, but yeah, just hope I don't eat anything, not knowing that it's still on there. I know it's like poisonous if you eat it, but yeah, of course it's poisonous. It's like basically like, what's it? I don't know, it's some conductive material, I don't know. Where does this have to go? Crap, it's not going to work like that, so let's just... Okay, so both of the CPU headers are up top, so yeah, well, if we don't really have any other options other than to just plonk the cooler up top. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? Are you seeing this? Am I gonna have to like, excuse me? How is it? God damn it, did I do something wrong? I think I did. Bugger. Alright, I'll come back. Alright, now we're done, and we just have to install the cooler, just like so, or what? Just quickly look at the other one. Yeah, it just goes like this. We just make sure it's in the absolute best position. There we go. And yeah, it just sits right there. And then I'll have to pull the fan off. We'll do that off camera. So yeah, that's the fan off. And we'll have to screw in those screws with the LCT screwdriver. And I'll do this off camera because it's going to be pretty hard. Alright, we've got the cooler installed. It's pretty much rigid, as it can already make the motherboard float. Just like so. And we're going to have to install the fans. And I'll do that off camera again because it's going to be a little hard to control the camera and show it to you. So yeah, there we go. And let's just, you know what, we're going to do the Linus thing of making a knot right here. Actually, you know what, we don't even need that knot because it's going to be reaching, barely reaching actually. The thing right here. Okay. That's it. That's both of the fans installed right there. Yeah. And that's what we have. I hope this fits in because like this is actually, my RAM is tall and this one's going to be taller than another one. So yeah, let's hope. So now let's get this stuff all ready to be put into storage. And right guys, so now I think it's time to put the motherboard into the case. So yeah, let's get the case ready here. And yeah, and I'll just remove the I/O shield out of the case. And I mean the box for a motherboard, and we'll continue. So I've got the I/O shield, which is white, so it matches the aesthetic. And yeah, let's just put it in the case, shall we? So of course, firstly, we're going to have to open the case up. Here we go. It's my actually second look at it. Because I didn't remove it since the time I looked at it in the shop. So yeah, let's just remove the case and unveiling the case, just like so. Here's the case, complete with its protection. But yeah, looks like the tempered glass is pretty cool. It's got 2 fans completed with it. I mean, tempered glass looks like it's fine, but yeah, we'll have to see that after I get all of this off of it. And yeah, let's just get it off and I'll come back. Yes, White Majesty it is. There's a smooth god. This part is stuck, as is that part. Let me just, come on. Unveiling the White Majesty, just like so. There is the case. Looks pretty cool, yeah. I hope this tempered glass never breaks though. Yeah, that's something I have to hope for. Alright, so I've got I just noticed that there's a thing here. You just pull it off. Holy crap, this looks super scary. And guys, so this is the case here, and yeah, we can already lie it down and put the motherboard in. Primary thing in PC building: do not forget to put the IO shield in. That's a thing that maybe mostly, like, everyone building a PC has done at least once. At least if you didn't have a single PC and you got lucky in that one. You're gonna face it someday. I mean, I've done it. I thought I wouldn't, but yeah, I did, apparently. Just put that in, just like so. And let's get the motherboard into here. Just like so. Yeah, looks like if you look from right there, it will fit very nice. Let me just pause it and just get in place, and then we'll continue. Alright, so apparently there was something wrong with the standoff on this case. I just replaced it with a spare standoff I had, and yeah, that's basically it. And we can now return to building the system. There we go. Have to install the rest. That's about all the screws installed, and now we can just put in the power supply, shall we? But for that, we're going to have to make sure the case is standing, just like so. It's got dust filters. Oh crap, I don't want to ruin those. Well, the case comes pre-installed with 2 fans, which are right there and right there, accordingly, and yeah, to power those 2 as well. And we'll see what's up in the back in just a moment. Well, it seems like it's got a lot of places to mount a lot of stuff, and that back side panel was it was like really heavy, which is pretty cool. Oh, it's got screws. No way. No, come on. Well, it's got screws apparently. Let's see. What else do we have? We've got cable ties as well. Very nice, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that yet. I mean, cable ties, because I am going to upgrade it on over time. I'm just going to use the ones included here. Yeah, let me just fix up everything, make sure we have the power supply in range. On a side note though, I've got the power supply here, but I think we're gonna have to like install the hard drives first. So let's just do that first. And yeah, let me just bring in the hard drives that are installed. This is a temporary one I got for free. So yeah, just leave it like that. It's just the one I test OSs in. Yeah, let's just get full power supply. This took more than I needed it to take, so yeah. Too bad right there. I mean, the two important drives, the 500 gig and the 8 terabytes are pretty fine. There's nothing that really will bother them. Yeah, so power supply time. So this is a Seasonic Focus modular power supply here. It's a 1000-watt unit, and yeah, it's a modular interface. I don't know what else to say. First time buying a modular power supply. I did install one in another PC, but it was not mine. So yeah, let's have a look how it goes in, eh? Alright guys, so I've got the cables plugged in. We're gonna have to start it for testing in a minute now. And we've got the cables plugged into their appropriate places. I don't have the power buttons and stuff like that plugged in. I'm gonna do that now and then install the GPU, and then just let's just do a quick test. And if it turns on, we're good to go. We'll just close up the side panels and yeah, wish us luck. So guys, I connected all the front panel things, including the, what's it called? The audio, the connector, the power buttons and stuff like that, and the USBs, the Type-C, which is a fragile connector right there. And now all that needs to be done is the video card and this fan, basically. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's don't waste time, and hopefully I don't break anything. Alright, I just installed the GPU, and wish me luck. I'm gonna start it. It looks fine. So for some reason the shrouds on the GPU, that white thing, made a very loud sound when I plug these in. Those connectors. Apparently there's a part that pushed the plastic down, but the GPU will be fine because that's just the plastic, and we don't have to worry about that. So it's time to test the system and see if it actually works. Oh yeah, got my UPS. Let me just turn it on. There we go. UPS turned on. Should have the display going. There we go, and we've got power. We've got lights on the motherboard. That's a good sign. And let's power the system on. I've actually done this once again. Before this, because I was actually worried about the GPU. Was going to delete this video if it actually happened, because that's one of my favourite GPUs right there. And let's see if it boots. Come on. Hopefully we don't break anything this time. Yeah, there we go. Asus in search of incredible. Well, that's about it for this incredible video, and I wish to see you in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, and for some reason I forgot to peel the thing. Come on, don't fail, don't! Please tell me in the comments how you like clean this stuff up. And that's some button 2 right there.